Ready? Ready? Box! Listen, that wasn't a joke. That's really how my voice sounds right now. So, for this video, we'll do some fan hand cannon real quick. So, in Hajime no Ippo, most of the main characters or antagonists are connected in somehow, some way to something supernatural, or an animal or a being. With Ippo, you have the wind god. With Nyata, you have the thunder god or the Raijin. With Vogue, you have the lone wolf. With Aoki, you have the frog. Aoki, the goat. Goat! The goat! And when it comes to Takamura, you have the fish. But now, what I want to talk about today is Takamura. Now, you see him as the greatest, you see him as the bear killer, the bear slayer, but I really wanted to sit down and discuss him as the bear god and how he became the bear god. Now, in Ainu folklore, they have a concept called Kim Un Kamui, which translates to bear god. Kamuis are seen as divine beings, and Kimu is the bear, obviously. They're seen as benevolent, strong, and courageous, which, if you look past all his glaring flaws, are all things that describe Takamura. What I wanted to discuss is how he actually got this title, because everyone who has a title of a moniker earned it some type of way. Ippo, he throws hooks so strong they feel like tornadoes. Miyata is lightning fast. Vogue is from Russia. And the way Takamura got his title was during the Lollapalooza arc, while going for a personal hike. He up the mountains to do his road work. He was stopped by a bear, and initially he tried to stand up to it, scare it off. But he saw how tall it was, and actually slashed him, gave him his signature scars across his chest. He hit so hard he broke down the tree, and he's a grown man, about 6'1", 200 upwards of 200 and some pounds. He actually fought the bear and defeated it, if you want to be technical, with the power of counters and friendship. After he dropped him, he left. That night, while getting bandaged up and harassed by Kamigawa for getting injured before the match, it shown that Nakota actually took out the bear and they were feasting on it during a hot pot meal. And as Takamura cries, he eats every drop of that bear. And he took the bear's strength, his heart, his love, all inside of him, even wears its pelt as honor. But I think when he ate the bear was when he gained the power of the Kamui. Now, I said special move is a bolo punch. Everyone in the Kamigawa boys has a move that evolves around an animal. You have, and he does too. Technically, he has a beetle uppercut. You have the gazelle punch, dragonfish blow, and of course the almighty. In Japanese folklore, there's a concept known as onikuma, which means a bear who's lived exceptionally long and has become a yokai or a demon. Now, although he took down the bear with a counter, I think the onikuma is better fitting for his bolo punch signature move, because he's going to leave a legacy that lasts long. He's already done it in the manga technically, being the first Japanese middleweight champion of the world and to fight at Tokyo Dome. Also to unify. He hasn't fought Tokyo Dome yet, but also to unify the WBC and WBA. So I believe that Onikuma will be his signature bolo punch and his Sunday punch, and one of the strongest punches ever seen in the manga. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day. I'll catch you in the next round.
Kind of carry from there, but I'm kind of like trying to open up with my approach with the lady, and I'm struggling with that first initial, trying to kind of, get her attention in the first, few words and things like that. What would you advise somebody that's struggling with the first kind of few initial seconds of the approach?
First thing that come out of my mouth is, and my followers know that, is, do you know who you are? Do you know what you possess? Do you know the calling of God on your life? What is your purpose? Do you know how special you are? Because if I could make him realize how important he is, okay, the calling on his life, the destiny that he has, his dynamic capabilities, just his individuality as a man, and I can start exalting him, and he could see himself the same way that I see him and see that he's a man that's been designed by the divine, even if his mouthpiece isn't Minister Farrakhan or mine or yours, anybody else,
Right.
just him being confident, just him having the knowledge of his importance,
Okay.
that within itself will fuel the fire and give him a desire to just be himself. I tell guys, don't write no lines, none of that. Just read, study, you know what I mean, meditate, you know what I mean? And as you begin to engage in conversations with people like O'Shea and, you know, beautiful minded individuals, man, it helps you to be more witty. And all the pickup lines and all of that, I mean, the dating coaches want to do that. But once a man learns his importance, his ministry, his individuality, and like, damn, I am this important. Damn, I was fearfully and wonderfully made. Damn, I was designed by the divine. Damn, before I was even born, Yahweh had a calling on my life. It was a purpose for me for living. Man, please, man, what the fuck I got to be fearful about? God ain't gave me the spirit of fear about nothing. I'm a goddamn black man. I ain't got no business sitting over there being timid to talk to this attractive white woman, a Jewish woman, a big head black woman over here. I'm the motherfucking man. Right. You know what I mean? And it's just that self-importance. Okay. So most